Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's been a really long time. It's good to be back. This is my one video a month. So after this video, you won't see me for another month. I do put shorts out of random stuff I'm doing. So you probably saw some of my shorts. If you do watch those, you might not. I was working on my truck. That was consuming a lot of my time. So I wasn't able to get as much done as I wanted to. But so is life, you know. I don't have a set day that I'm going to be putting these out. It might just be the last day of every month. Until I get caught up enough to start posting, you know, 2 videos a month. And then maybe I can get back to 1 video a week. We'll see how caught up I get. I got a lot of projects going on. And before we get into what this video is about, I got some stuff that I need to do today quickly before it rains, so on and so forth. Let's get right into it. So I'm out here in my yard. This part here, the grass didn't really do that great last year. And I kind of want it to grow big because I might be making all this into part of my pasture. Reason being is because I'm going to get some pasture pigs. So basically I'm going to get 3 piggies. That's what the plan is anyways. Put them in here and they're going to eat grass. So what I have here is some kind of fertilizer, and I'm going to put that in there. And then right here I got some lime, which is also fertilizer, and I'm going to put that stuff right here behind me. So not sure how I'm going to spread that stuff. It's really powdery. This stuff is like looks like small tiny little rocks, and I can use my spreader and do that. Apologize for the not so good film. I'm using my spare camera because my other one is charging. But anyways, I'm gonna get to work on this. I'm gonna start with this stuff. Alrighty folks, so now that I got that stuff spread, we're gonna go into what today's video is actually about. Maybe. Quick before I go, to get ready for the piggies, I gotta tighten my fence up, make a gate for this, which will be in a video. Don't worry, I'm gonna video this, getting the piggies and all that. So I have to finish prepping all that, redo some stuff in my barn. The reason I was quick spreading this stuff is because this week was the first week of spring, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow, Friday. So it's Thursday, or today is Wednesday. It's supposed to rain Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all 3 days. And I wanted to get this fertilizer in to give my garden, my pasture where my piggies are going to be. I wanted to give that a really good head start on getting green. So I had previously knocked down my all the tall grass and stuff in there. And instead of mowing it down, I just knocked it down, and that'll allow a nice dead cover for the nice green stuff to come shooting up out, and it'll kind of give it a nice, along with the fertilizer, it'll give it a nice nitrogen base to boom and shoot up into greenness. So says my thoughts, and we'll see. Might have to drain my sewer all over my pasture and make it even greener. That would be sure to make it green. So yeah, I have to also, before it rains, let me show you something. It's just a quick walk up here. So I don't have to do this before we rain, but since we're walking past it, I want to show it to you guys. Up on my chimney, way up on the roof here, I gotta do some rerouting, or grouting, I don't know, whatever, however you want to say it. You guys get the picture. The mortar stuff that goes in between the bricks, I have to patch. Let's say that. But yeah, before it rains, gotta hook this up. So I have a 1,500 gallon holding tank that I can run my rainwater into, and my well water goes into there as well. Well, my well does not produce enough water for us to just go around and waste water. So throughout the summer, I collect this stuff, and that's how I keep my flowers watered. Like basically all the unnecessary stuff. That's how I keep it all watered. Now the garden, I will use the rainwater, but not always. Sometimes I will use my well water, and that's okay because it produces enough, but not enough to just go around and wasting and just letting the water run forever. So right now we're a little low, and we have clothes that need washed, and it's gonna rain, so I gotta hook this up so it gives us extra water. So yeah, I have to do that before we dive into what this video is actually about. Long story. And that, my friendly people, is how you can get some extra water. It's a little extra work, but when your well is a shallow well, you gotta do what you gotta do. And it's being resourceful, and you know me, I'm all about being resourceful and all that crazy stuff. So that's how I do that. I'm gonna run this hose and then get inside because I'm getting chilly, and I had to take my hoodie off because it's full of fertilizer and lime stuff, and I don't want that in my water. So yeah. Smokey, come on. Smokey. after all that, now let's jump into what today's video is actually about. Quickly, before you go and watch that, I haven't thanked everybody for coming on here. Hope you guys watched the whole video. I'd really like that. But anyways, just want to thank you guys, all you subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It's absolutely free. You don't have to pay anything. You just get notified. If you don't like to get notified, you can solve that pretty quickly. You can tap that bell to stay unnotified. If you want to stay notified when I upload, tap that bell. Simple as that. You might have too many notifications on your phone. Oh wow, so do I. But anyways, let's get right into the video. So what I got going on here is I got a board. So I'm going to turn this board into two things that I'm going to put on my website. I have to make a cut on either end to give it a straighter edge because it's kind of bowed and stuff. And then I'm going to cut it in half again and make two shelves. And we'll talk about it as we go, but for now, boom, make two cuts, be done. And then get the measure. Perfect. So what I did is I cut one end a little bit longer, and then what I'm going to do is that's going to be the top. And yeah, there's going to be a seam there, but that's totally okay. You know, that's kind of how it's meant to be. I've made a couple of these before, but I'm making them different now just because what I've seen happen is the top likes to bow down because it'll be hanging on the wall. The top likes to bow down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take black angle pieces of metal and put them on the inside. You know, I have to assemble them, stain, you know, get them all nice and sanded and smooth, and then stain them, and then epoxy them, and then the angle pieces will go right in here, and that'll give it a nice finishing touch. And then I add a couple hooks on here, and then possibly a couple hooks there. I'll have to see about the hooks here. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. And then on the back, I have to add two things here so you can hang it on the wall. Now what I've always done is I've screwed pieces in the back where I have to drill into the wood, and then it's an inset piece. That way you can get it snug up against the wall. So that's the next thing I'm going to be doing, is assembling. So now I just let them dry overnight. That's what I'm going to do. I'd probably normally just let them dry for an hour. And then you can get to sanding, staining, epoxying, angling, hanging. But for me, I'm going to do it overnight because I like to have nice, relaxing evenings, which I don't always get. But we're going to try to get tonight. So, we'll see you tomorrow. Alrighty folks, it's time for the final assembly of these things. So I already sealed them. I was going to epoxy them. I decided to not do that and just put like a matte sealer on, which is it's a clear sealer, but it still gives it that flat look. So it's not really shiny and glossy, but it's still nice and smooth. So yeah, I gotta put these little things in here. You see I had to gouge those out. Those things will go in there. You can put your screw in there and slide it up, and then it'll hang flush against the wall. And I made a few of these already, but what I'm gonna do differently with these is I'm going to, might have to move the camera. I'm going to put these on here like this. It's just something different that I want to try, and I'm not sure like on the placement. Should I put them in the middle? Would it look better there? I almost think it would look better there, although I want to give it enough space so I can hang, or so I can put hooks there. So I might do this just a little bit more, something like that, and then I can put maybe just one hook on either side and then two in the middle. And then once you hang it on the wall, you can hang some stuff here. And how I made it before is hooks under here and hooks here. You can hang stuff here and then short stuff here, but I don't think I'll put anything here. I thought of putting a chain from here to here, and that would give you a nice little area to hook stuff on if you have little stuff that with a hook. But I'm not going to do that. That's just adding a little bit too much, I think. So I want to keep it simple. The simpler, the cheaper. We'd have to take those off. They'll be covered. And this will help. This will give it a nice look, and it'll help stabilize the shelf and keep it from potentially bowing. And that's what we're after. Just because I've seen the other ones that are just like this, they bowed, and it didn't matter. I had them sealed off perfect, and they still bowed. So yeah, want to get to work. Alright folks, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. This was actually not my planned video, but I had to get some content out because we're nearing the end of March and I'm still running behind. So April, I should be on track getting my planned videos out. Fingers crossed. But yes, we got some traveling going on. And that's probably going to keep me through it behind. But either way, I'm going to try my best. Get caught up on videos. Get my planned videos out. But thanks again for subscribing. We'll see you back here for another great video. If you want something bad enough, you're going to get off your butt and go get it. Peace out.